Hi, my name is Monica, and welcome to Guru Grit, a place for learning and self-empowerment. And if you'd like to know more all about that, you can find me on TikTok, email me, ask me your questions, engage with me, etc. So today's particularly interesting question, and everything just lines up perfectly with the timing. I just stepped outside to do some recording because it stopped raining, and just as I thought to myself, what's more romantic than a rainy day? Cardinals fluttered out of a tree and then just flew right back in, just like for me to see them for a split second. And it's so cute because cardinals mate for life, so they're clearly canoodling in their little home. I thought that's absolutely perfect. So speaking of marriage, mating, and things that we assume, like we assume when we're in a monogamous relationship or married, there's an overtone, I wouldn't say an undertone, that's gonna last forever. So today I want to talk to you something that's very useful in manifesting, and that's your own assumption. So I want to explain living in the end. Neville Goddard's living in the end. Not just Neville Goddard, I mean any manifestation coach will discuss this, but he spoke of it as living in the end. So I'm titling it Putting the Con in Confidence. Put con in confidence. Why the word con is to deceive? Because we have a very popular saying, to fake it until you make it. So that just makes a lot of sense, and I thought it was very funny. So if you do something confidently, chances are you'll be fine. So let's take an example of living in the end and why it's important to assume that something is done and to have confidence about that thing. So let's say you want to manifest a vacation, marriage, new car, a good job, apartment. Oftentimes, we'll say let's say for the car, the house, the vacation, most of the time, people don't live in the end. They meddle. It's very human. We like to solve problems. Our intellectual mind is sort of geared that way. It's not geared to see the bigger picture, as Bashar says. So you will say, well, to go on vacation, to live in a nicer place, to have a nicer car, I have to make more money. So I need a job. So what you've done is you've meddled with your manifestation. And in fact, the reason I don't enjoy particularly or even encourage discussing money is that you create obstacles for yourself. Whereas the thing could have just come to you, or money would have just come to you without you focusing on it. You're trying to control too many things. So now you've created more problems for yourself to fix, which means that your focus is on problems rather than enjoying the thing that you have, meaning that you stay in that problem state instead of the state of why you want that thing. It sounds simple, but it is, but you want to go on vacation to feel happy and relaxed. So stressing and figuring out how you're going to get money isn't putting yourself in the state to receive a vacation. You want a car for convenience, thinking about earning more money is an inconvenience to your thoughts. That's not putting you in the state for a new car. You want a new home, thinking about how you're going to get the money to get a new home is not going to give you a home that's problem-free. If you do get it, and you can still manifest when you're, tense and uptight, but it's going to give you a home with leaky plumbing and faulty wires and damp or some such thing. So go straight to the end. You're living happily ever after in that house. You love this new car. It has all the modern conveniences. It gets you from here to there. You enjoy it. You love it. It's great. You're on vacation right now. Whether someone invited you or you purchased the ticket is totally irrelevant. Let's take the example of a marriage. Now, this is an emotional example, so I think it's going to make a lot more sense. Say you want to be married. You want to be living happily ever after. When you consider needing to get a better job, to make more money, to buy a better house, to buy a new car, to go on your dream vacation, here's what it looks like. You're saying, I want to live happily ever after with my ideal person. So instead of just imagining living happily ever after with my ideal person, to ensure that it comes, I'm going to meddle in the middle. So I'm going to imagine meeting them, and what are we going to have to do before we get married? Okay, well, we're going to have to, move in, meet each other's families. They might not like us, we might not like them. We'll get a dog, and then, we'll disagree on these things. It's just exhausting. Just go straight to living happily ever after. I mean, if that was a movie, nobody would really want to watch it. Everybody would get secondhand embarrassment or cringe. So you just go straight to the thing. It's finished. If it's your dream vacation, whatever it is, you fake it till you make it. I know you're not on that vacation right now, but that's besides the point. Your subconscious mind can't tell the difference. So you're telling it, I'm on a beach, I'm relaxing, I'm in Paris, I'm eating this. You know, I'm in Rome, I'm doing that. I'm in Sweden, I'm doing XYZ. I'm in Iceland, doing whatever, okay? You're having fun. You're not meddling. Now, I often use the example of pregnancy because it's so smart. And also, just before I sat down to film this, a friend sent me a long voice note and she said, you won't believe it, life is so funny, time just flies. I saw my friend just before lockdown late last year, and this weekend she invited me to her baby shower, and it's like, just yesterday we were just talking about all things we wanted, and now the next time I'm supposed to see you, you're heavily pregnant. It's like crazy, you know, it just comes out of nowhere. But that's the whole point. It's like your desire, you planting the seed, you're attaching it to something real. You're fertile, you're creating your life. In a way, you are fertilizing it. It is like a pregnancy. Once your dream is secure, you hand it over to existence. Don't meddle. Don't meddle. It will miscarry the dream. You leave it alone. Once you're pregnant, you do nothing. You just watch a belly grow, and that's it. And then you deliver the baby, and that's it. So think of it like that. Once you know, tell yourself what you want, you tell the world what you want, you simply let it happen. So you're on the beach, you're checking the time, you're taking pictures, you're eating good food, you're doing whatever your vacation is. Okay, you're hiking through the mountains, you're RVing, etc. You're in the new house. You love the cabinets. They've got gold knobs, they're dark blue, whatever. You're just there already. You're not, and you're saying, I love how it looks now that it's renovated. You're not thinking about the budgeting. You're not thinking about if you got a good contractor, if they finished the work on time. No, it's done. You're enjoying yourself. So think of it as something quite personal. I always say to people, take it personally. You should take it personally. It's a good thing to be sensitive. I disagree with, I mean, not hypersensitive and hysterical, but be sensitive. Know when something feels good to you, when it doesn't. So for example, I often say this to people on TikTok. If I'm the universal bank, I'm the banker, I only put my money what's worth investing in, which means you know what to do with that money. Which means every time you think a negative thought, I want my money back, I want $1,000 back. But every time you think a positive thought, I'll give you $2,000. If you started thinking of your own narrative in that way, you would never exit that state of being, that state of feeling. So fake it till you make it, you know, be confident. Even if it's just to yourself in your own mind, if you're journaling, scripting, whatever the case may be, have fun with it. Imagine what you want. My mother, you know, she's right about everything all the time, but she's so amazing. She used to say to me when I was younger, if I had like an idea and somebody would shame you for it, she used to say, why do they care? It's free to dream. You might as well dream big. And I agree, dream big. Dream big. Who's to tell you you can or can't have something? You are. You're the only person who can tell yourself that. And that's a bit silly, isn't it? So go for it. Put the con in confidence. I have an article called Put Con in Confidence on Medium. You can go read it now. I hope to have a website up soon with my blog, so that'll be more fun reads. And yeah, enjoy your weekend wherever you are. Thank you so much for writing in and asking about how to explain living in the end. That's really what it means. You just, I explained this before, you cross the threshold of the desire, leaving no room for error in the interim. That's it. So if you're thinking about getting a new job, you're not thinking about being at the interview, getting the call, getting the offer, signing the offer, because you already work there. You're thinking of the next thing, the project you're working on, the promotion you're getting, being promoted, etc. So you've been there for a month, you've been there for a year, whatever the case is. I hope this helps as always, and I'll see you next time.